We're on.
We're on?
Yeah.
Alright, first and foremost, we want to say Kala, Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai. The double honors to the apostles and the also great millstone. Salutations to the elect, the hopeful elect, in true sincerity, pushing this word out across the world. Alright? You get for me Matthew 18:1.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 1. And at the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
That's right, man. You know what? Believe it or not, that saying was a dark saying to the disciples at the time. They couldn't understand that too at first. You know, because I think it's going to read on. There was a guy who said, well, how can a child go back to his mom's womb and become... It's talking about meant spiritually, your mind. Because people say, you know, it's funny, people will come up to us and say, man, you got to completely brainwashed. You know what? We actually are brainwashed. Our brains, which is our spirit, have been washed out with the filthiness of this world. Like adultery. That's something. Listen, man. That's something that's pushed out in this wicked kingdom. Adultery is accepted in this wicked kingdom. All right, and if you when you listen to music, we listen to music, songs about all these gays. All they do is rap about taking other men's wives. You know, don't bring your woman near me. You know, it's cuffing season. All these different things. That's right.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah, Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's this homosexuality thing, man. That's another thing that's in your mind, conditioned for you to accept. And if you don't accept it, guess what? You're rebuked. Show you this kingdom's if you're a Christian and you believe in the Lord, you have to understand this whole kingdom is completely contrary to the scriptures, which is the word of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right. Just like even yesterday, right? Yesterday I was here downtown. This a group of women came over here, right? While I was doing my thing. And this one lady, she's about to get married in like 2 weeks. And she walked to me, she was asking me for condom. You know, like, yo, you going off, man. You know, you're about to get married, you come and asking me for something like that. You know, so I rebuked the bitch, man. You know, because that's going on, man, because that's what the society promotes.
Hey, man, you cannot put your faith in these women, man. We were just talking about a brother who fell into the way of a woman. You know? You can't put your faith in these women.
That's right. I got a precept. This is the book of Psalms 131, verse 1. It says, Surely I have behaved and quitted myself as a child that is weaned of his mother. My soul is even as a weaned child. That's right, man. You know, so you gotta, like renew your spirit, man.
You start from nothing, man.
That's right.
The scriptures talk about breaking you down and to build you back up again.
Yeah, that's right.
Because think of it like this. You're like before you come to this truth, you're like a house, whether it be a nice house that's built on unstable soil.
Yeah.
You know, Yahushua spoke about houses that are built on sand, and houses are built on stony ground. You know, and the seed that fell by the wayside, the seed that was in the good soil. Well, soft soil is the soil of the elect. The stony ground and the sand are the minds of the other nations, and actually mainly you 2/3. You're the only one who can even have a chance to receive this truth. So really, it's you 2/3, which consists of you Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. You guys are the Israelites, but only a small number of you Israelites are going to understand this truth, which may lead to you being of the elect. Because guess what? Many are called, but few are chosen. And we've only been in this truth for what, 4 years, 3 years?
Yeah.
And how many people have we seen fall out that we never thought would fall out? You know what I'm saying? It's Your salvation is not promised until you're literally in the chariot, man.
That's right.
That's why there's no time to slow up. There's no time to get offended by rebuke.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like preparing for famine, and here you are taking your damn time to gather up some food. You know, if you were smart, your mind would be haste. You would take in all the food you would get.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Rebuke is food. It's spiritual food. You learn what was wrong, and you learn to do right.
Yeah.
You know,
Man, come on.
coming out those highways is spiritual. It's all good. Coming out on these highways is spiritual food. Because you learn and you build yourself up. Because every time you come out here, it's not easy. You're fighting against the elements. You're fighting against spiritual demons. Go ahead.
Yeah, because on the topic of rebuke, man, usually this is how I like to look at it. Is would you rather have the Lord rebuke you? Would you rather have the Lord rebuke you through the brethren, or would you have the Lord rebuke you himself, man? Because right? Because you know what I mean. If the Lord actually has mercy on you, He's gonna have the next Akim tell you that you're going up, which is actually true love, man. You got brothers who love to rebuke the people, that are out here in the house and the byways, but then, when they go off and then they have, another Akim next to them, rebuke them, then now the world's coming to an end, man. You know what I mean? Which is wicked, man, If you are able to rebuke someone, you should also be able to accept rebuke, because you know that at the end of the day, you have that understanding that, when I, tell the brother, that he's going off, I'm actually showing him love, because I don't want to see him go through that destruction, man. Right? Because, eventually, you will lead yourself into destruction if you do not accept rebuke from the next brother that sees that you're going off, and not just one brother but multiple Akim. If they see that you're going off and they rebuke you and then you go against them, you got demons on you, man, and you need to pray.
And on top of that, if they're going through scriptures to prove the rebuke, man, what more do you need?
Yeah.
You have to be a spiritual man to understand when someone's rebuking you, it's coming from the love.
Yeah.
From love. It's not coming from a place of hatred.
Exactly.
Especially if that person's proving his rebuke through the scriptures.
Yeah.
Because the scriptures say to prove all things, right? Because you can't just rebuke a brother and just not have a way to show him. You have to show him the scriptures. This is why. Look at this.
Yeah, it says this and that, and you're doing the opposite.
Exactly.
That's right. And you don't want the Lord to rebuke himself, man, because these angels are waiting to take in the order, man. These angels are
They
waiting.
don't give a shit.
They'll
take you out, and they will pick up Paul. If that horse, if the donkey didn't stop, they would have took out Paul. And the Paul's a great man. It wasn't Paul, or it was someone who was on the donkey. And
Paul.
It was Paul. He kept hitting the donkey. Where are you going? The donkey knew. He seen the angels ready to.
With the sword.
So you know what I'm saying? The angels don't give a shit, man. They'll take you out because they're on the Most High and Yahweh Shai's side.
That's right. I got to disagree. 2 Corinthians 5:17 it reads, therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Mashiach, he is a new creature.
There you go.
The new creature, man. Can we become a new human being, a new man?
That's right.
You change, and you see that. Not you, but not just you, but the people around you see that. That's why they end up believing you. They're like, yo, you've changed, man.
Yeah.
You become a different person. That's right. You don't go out with them anymore to the clubs and try to take other man's woman.
Yeah.
You don't smoke weed with them anymore.
That's right.
You don't. All of a sudden, all you're ever doing is reading the scriptures or talking about the Bible and about the end, and they don't want to talk about that stuff anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, because your conversation is not the same as theirs. Yeah. So now you become an enemy of them, man. And the same thing, man. When we got people who don't speak the same thing that we do, we're not friends, man.
Right. And it says, all things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
That's right. That's very true, man. Now, on the topic, of the Lord rebuking you, is the book of Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Right? So, again, man.
So, be glad that the Most High chose to letting the brother rebuke you instead of him himself. Because, it is the Most High rebuke you anyway through the brother, but that's his soft hand, man. He can take his right hand and get that. It's like, he gets stopped from his father. Yeah. He has that rough hand. Yeah. Most High can put a number on you, man.
Yeah, very true. Now going back to Matthew.
Matthew 18.
Matthew 18, verse 3, and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
And guess what? That word converted, con meaning with, and vert the truth.
Yeah.
So you can't, when technically you're going off when you say I've converted to Islam, because Islam's not the truth.
It's not the truth, yeah. So you haven't
You know,
really converted.
exactly. You haven't
right?
converted to anything.
Yeah.
You know, so if you say you converted to Catholicism or being Catholic, you really didn't convert, because the word convert means with the truth, and the only truth is the scriptures. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua's word in the Bible, man.
Yeah. 100%, huh? That's
That's it.
And it says, whoso therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such as little child in my name receiveth me.
That's right, man. 'Cause you have certain people out there who have helped the brothers being out here in the highways and byways, and have received the message and received the name, but maybe it just wasn't in their lot to be out here.
Yeah.
You know, but they received the message in their name, and you know, at time enough, they might not be out here to do the work, but they're out here to listen. And when they come, like I've seen the New Jersey camp had a woman come up every time in the winter, bring them hot coffee,
Yeah.
you know, and tea just to keep them warm, you know?
Yeah.
Little things like that. You have sisters who believe in what we're saying, and you know, and they're just doing what they can do, you know? Because Apostle Paul, what was her name? He lived with a woman, and she was
I think I know
a
who you're
succorer
Yeah.
or something like that, and
Yeah.
she helped Apostle Paul
Yeah.
with living and gave him money when he needed it, you know? I forgot her name. It was, not her name, but you know, Apostle Paul had that. So you'll have people who will accept what you believe in, and they believe in it too, but it's just not their lot to come out here, right? That's most likely they're of the 1/3.
That's right.
Because the elect, the 144,000, are the men. The elect will be out here. The elect will be out here. The 144,000 men will be out here doing the work. But then you got the elect in a bigger sense of the 1/3, including the people who have helped the prophets of the Most High.
Which is a small remnant.
Small remnant. That's right.
Because at the end of the day, not every man of Israel can be a prophet. You know, the Lord only ordained a small remnant to be a prophet.
The lady, second John. Yeah, so let me just get that, you know, just for edification's sake, right? Yeah, you know, but this one is not talking about the Pacific one, but it just shows you, you know, there's also the elect lady.
Oh yeah.
Second John 1:1, it says, the elder unto the elect lady and her children, whom I love in the truth, and not I only, but also all they that have known the truth.
So guess what? She was of the elect, but she's of the 1/3. She's not of the elect that would be out here doing the work. You know?
That's right. Good. The rest I'll tell you another time. Going back to second or Matthew's, and it says Matthew chapter 18 verse 5, and whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones shall believe, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck.
So when you guess what the Yahushua is saying? The Yahushua is saying if anybody that will offend the men of the Lord that are out here speaking in his name, in the name of Yahweh, or Yahushua, bringing out the truth correctly, and will offend them, which means what? Coming up against us, mocking us, trying to rebuke us, scoffing at us. The Most High said, the Yahushua said, it would be better for you to hang a millstone, a big rock off your neck and die.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying, because this is serious, man. This is severe. It's not a joke. This is the truth. And when you're coming up against us, beginning with the apostles and the others on down, you're coming up against Yahushua. You're coming up against Yahushua. You're coming up against Yahweh, the Most High. And that's heavy judgment on you, man. Why do you think Judas Iscariot, when he went against, when he betrayed Yahushua, he hung himself? Because he understood the severity of what he did.